La La Land meets Black Mirror in a Big Bold Beautiful Journey, but it left me wanting more. Here's the big review. Starring Colin Farrell of The Success of the Penguin and Margot Robbie, who won the box office with Barbie. They play two jaded adults who see love in others but never themselves, and when they do it's just sabotage, realizing if you don't take it, someone else will. Now, I went into this film completely blind. I was invited by TikTok, and I'm randomly a big fan of romances and rom-coms, so I was in my element. From About Time to Time Traveler's Wife, One Day, even that awkward moment. So for me, I've seen romance in every single form, and the biggest challenge here was, can Colin and Margot make me believe they're in love or even deserve it? Well, I actually found the film makes you reflect on your own life quite a lot, and I think that could be the point, especially if you're an avoidant. So like, the pair are driving and Margot mentions she's cheated in relationships and Colin wants to stay, and it reminded me when I was told that by someone and I wish I ran. It ended a month later, and it could be because we both never really addressed our past, and that's what this film does, like, repeatedly. It opens a conversation once you leave. It makes the characters look at failed relationships so they can have better futures, and it's quite a raw take on romance that skips the honeymoon stage. And I love the heavy dialogue because it explores what happens after you get your person. And it made me think, you know, maybe the title of the film is an allegory for therapy, because whenever they do make strides, they have the option to either turn back or keep going, to dig into the pain so they can heal. I think the only critique with this is that the plot can get a bit lost into itself as it becomes feeling less like a love story and more like a major trauma dump. So if you're fresh out of a breakup or a situationship, this can go either way. Like, I just don't know if two broken people belong together, if they even end up together. But that's for you to decide if you watch. Like, I would have liked a stronger understanding of direction and maybe even time, because it did feel a bit rushed. It just felt like we were going from one point to another and less like an adventure, but more like going from trigger to trigger. I did enjoy it, and I definitely needed a second watch because I couldn't tell if this was the real world or not. I'm going to say give this one a watch because I know some people were ugly crying while others couldn't believe a single moment. So you're gonna have to judge for yourself.